What's up, guys? So you haven't really heard from me for a while. Been leveling on Elysium. I have I just hit level 40 on my dwarf priest, and I have a couple videos coming up that I want to talk about. But you'll see me streaming more, making more videos and all of that. But I really am focused on getting this priest to level 60 as soon as possible. I should be done within a week or two, and we can get the ball rolling. I really want to make a video discussing, horde leveling versus alliance leveling in vanilla. As you guys, some of you guys know this, but I've never leveled alliance to 60 in vanilla WoW before. I've done it in Burning Crusade, never done it in vanilla WoW, like 1 to 60 times 1, like a Blitz-like experience. I don't even know how to start the Oni attunement, to be honest. On alliance, there's just things I don't know. I've always played horde for the most part, like 98% of the time. So I did want to have my comments on that and discuss, which side I think has the better quest experience, level experience. And I'm going to tell you something right now, guys. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, and some of you guys already know the answer to this, but there is definitely a clear bias on a certain side, and I'm going to talk about that in a video. But the leveling is going good so far. I'm not going to lie, there's been a lot of server crashes and a lot of server downtime, especially in early hours, and a lot of people will notice that as well. I think it's been a pretty smooth. I have missed vanilla WoW. I've been having fun, kind of. I mean, I don't really like leveling over and over and over, but I really have no choice. I do love the game, but the leveling's getting kind of boring. The alliance leveling is kind of a change of pace, and I'm enjoying that a little bit. But it's still the same old game. I mean, I'm leveling 1 to 60 for the 4th time on Elysium. That's just in vanilla WoW on private servers. That's not counting all the times I did it on retail. This is the 4th time on a private server. That's in vanilla, not counting the Burning Crusade ones I've done either. It's a lot of leveling. I did get burnout. I'm not gonna lie. Around like level 30, I get burnout for sure. Like that around that area before Stranglethorn Vale, I got burnout. But I am picking up pace, and should be after this video. I'm gonna start leveling again. I'm probably level 41 or 42 tonight. But I have been having fun, and as you guys see in the video, what my character name is AlexYZ. If you guys want to, send me a whisper or whatever in game, I can't promise you I'm going to answer everybody, but if you want to help me out too, that'd be great. Just got my mount, but if you guys are, I have some people helping me out too with some elite quests and stuff. But if you're in the area and you want to help me out, do some elite quests, I would be more than thankful, so I can, progress this character as fast as possible. But that's leveling for you. But my plans too, I do, once I hit 60, I do want to do some more. Obviously I want to stream more. I do want to stream more. That's for sure on the list. I want to do more videos. I want to raid. I do want to raid. So if you're watching and you're a raid leader on Elysium and you want a healer that's going to be, that's there and raid ready and it's like 100% raid attendance, hit me up. I will be looking for a guild in the future, but I do want to do some world PvP as well. I do want to do a lot more world PvP events. I've always wanted to do that, but I have some people in mind I want to talk to and get some world PvP events going. Maybe like a night out of the week we all get together and do like a huge world PvP battle at a certain area and just get some PvP going. I'm having fun in the server, but I will admit I feel like the community is a lot of people will say most of a server is not English. I'm not gonna go that far, guys. I'm not gonna go that far. Do I think a lot of the server is not English? Yes. Do I think it's majority? Probably not. But I would say at least a third to maybe a half, and I don't know the exact numbers. Obviously, I'm not on the staff. Does not speak English, and it is pretty unfortunate because you can kind of tell, especially off-peak hours. I think the community is there. I just don't think it's the Nestarius community. I think it's a different kind of community. I just don't think that it's the same community I once saw in Nestarius PvP 1 or 2 years ago, and that's just something we're gonna have to live with. But speaking of that, I did want to go over the drama that happened with you guys, and I've talked about this before, but I want to talk about it again, and I'm probably going to talk about it again in a future video as well, because you know what, it is, it's part of my history on private servers, and it's also been, let's be honest, it's going to be a huge mark on private server history, not just, you know, the fact of the drama of me involved, but, you know, the stuff that happened on Elysium is something that's probably going to be referenced on future private servers, future private server staff. It's just something that's always going to be remembered, as, you know, all that drama that happened with Shenna and Elysium, the donations and Vitali. That's something that's not going to go away. It's something that's going to be either laughed at or whatever. But you know, the main question I ask myself is, you know, do I regret any of the stuff that happened? I always ask myself this too. I'm sure some of you guys want to know too. I don't really regret it. I gotta be honest. Now, let me explain something. I love this game. I love this game. And when I'm playing the game and I see something's off, I feel like I just gotta say something, you know? It's some people will be like, oh, Alex, you know, you did all that shit for views, you did it for money, you did it for, I don't know what the fuck you could say I did it for, but I know what I did it for, and that's all that matters. And the reason why I did it and spoke out so much about the server was because I love the game. You know, a lot of people on YouTube will tell you, a lot of people on YouTube make videos for money, you know. Am I gonna say that I don't make videos for money? No, because you know what? Everybody makes YouTube videos for money, no matter who you are, you know. But do I go out of my way to say, hey, I'm gonna make this video today just so I can get ad revenue and make sure that, you know, like these kind of videos are getting views, I should make more of them? No. I've never thought about that once, ever, making a video, you know? I just come up with something in my head and I make a video on it. That's just how it goes. And at the time, with the Elysium drama, a lot of shit was happening. And you can go back on it if you guys want, if you weren't into it. But, you know, just all that stuff at once, and it was just stuff to cover, and I thought I had to cover it because I love the game, and I honestly thought things were happening on the server that shouldn't have been happening. And I wanted to voice my opinion on it, and a lot of people, I believe at the time, were with me, and a lot of people were not with me, and I think there's multiple reasons for that, and I think the only thing I do regret out of all of it is, if I had to go back and change something, I probably wouldn't have been so demeaning towards the vanilla player base on Elysium. I think that's one thing I do regret, and I've thought about more recently, is because that, you know, I think people just want to play vanilla, and I heavily disagree with it. I do disagree with the theology behind it. Like, if I see something's wrong, I don't want to touch it. You know, but I know some people just want to play the game, and maybe the channel did go a little too far, including myself, obviously, and it is my channel. Maybe I did go too far on pushing the sheep agenda. You know, calling everybody sheeps. Maybe I did go too far. Maybe I should have focused more on the staff. So I do apologize for doing that, I think. I do apologize for that. However, what I don't apologize for is all the stuff with the staff. I think at the end of the day, and I've talked to Elysium staff members outside of the game in the past few weeks, ex-staff members, and some on the staff still. I think it helped the server, honestly. And some people might be like, oh, how the fuck did this help the server? Well, you have to understand that it bolstered the staff. You know, a lot of change-ups on the staff. A lot of the people on the staff, I believe, are not there anymore. It's like a new staff. And some people got demoted, and some people changed roles and ranks. So I think that's a good thing. Looking back, I think everybody can improve from this. You know, I feel like I've improved. I feel like the Elysium staff has improved, but definitely needs to be, you know, there could be improving on both sides for sure. But at the end of the day, guys, you know, all that shit, I did it because I love the game. You know, it's not only just because I love the game. Just you know, obviously I have a big mouth, but I do love the game, and that's something that's not going to change. And as you guys can see, and as you guys know, I know some people appreciate it. You know, I love the servers that are Blizz-like, X1, you know, servers that really relish the old school game. Like, I want to play a server that feels like the old game. That's why I play in private servers. You know, I've said this before in the past. Like, I'm not gonna play on a private server that has just these weird fucking things going on it. Like back in the day when I checked out private servers, they were just all these weird servers with like cash shops selling items and vendors with all these weird shit that I just said, this isn't the game like I used to play. You know, this isn't fucking WoW. And I one day when I'm like watching a random stream and it's like a I think it was Nostarius PvE server launched, and I see this guy streaming Nostarius. And I was just blown away. I was just like, this is crazy. This guy's telling me a private server is trying to offer the real deal. No way. There's gotta be some fucking catch. But at the end of the day, I mean, the Stowers wasn't perfect, but guess what? They tried to offer it as Blizz-like as possible, and I'll just never forget those experiences I've had on that server. And I honestly, also Elysium, no matter what has happened, just looking back at this stuff, it's been a pretty crazy, wild ride. And I do want to continue, and I don't know if it's forever it's going to be with Vanilla or Burning Crusade, but I hope you guys stick with me and enjoy the ride and see what's coming. I don't know if Legacy servers are going to come. It's going to get to the point, guys, where I don't know if it's going to be Legacy servers that are going to come next. Maybe it's a new game that comes out that, reminds us of Vanilla WoW. I'm not talking about WildStar. I thought WildStar was a terrible idea. It just didn't make sense. I think it has to be. I think if a new MMO, like an old school MMO, wants to come out, it really needs to relish on an already already established IP, like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. It's got to be an IP or have an audience that actually has the chance to knock off the World of Warcraft throne. But I don't know what the future holds. But all I know is I'm leveling this fucking priest and I'm playing Vanilla WoW again. And hope you guys tune into the stream soon. But that's all I got, guys. I'll be having an update soon as I hit level 60, and we'll go from there. But thanks, guys, for watching. Of course, I will see you guys next time.